Hey guys, in this video I wanted to give everybody an update on Florida Turf Pros. I've been MIA on YouTube, obviously because of our workload. We're going to talk about that a little bit, and the main theme in this video is going to be at what point is enough for you and your business. I would hope this will be an open dialogue for the lawn care community because frankly guys, this year I have reached my absolute limit of what I can handle. So many of you will remember that beginning this year, I told you that we were going to open up a sod division here at Florida Turf Pros. We were going to keep our mowing up and running, but the next way for us to grow our company was to open up a sod division and take on, cookie cutter, easy type sod jobs to just, grow the revenue for the business. And my theory and reasoning on doing that was that, okay, the sod labor is going to be easy to get a hold of. It's easy to teach somebody how to pick up, a piece of grass and put it down where it's supposed to be. And as long as, the yard is prepped out appropriately and you have a supervisor there making sure that everything's done correct, that was my thought, that type of labor would be easier to get a hold of than mowing. Well, that was true to an extent, but I made a couple really big mistakes this year regarding sod and landscaping. So the first big mistake that I've made this year, guys, was that I overbooked ourselves for the amount of employees that we have and just my threshold for what I want to take on. So starting in the end of February this year, 2021, we have literally had a major sod or landscaping project on the books every single week. And I know that some of you guys who are geared towards landscaping, that's nothing for you. That's just what you do. But for me, we are a mowing business, and my intention was to just start a sod division this year and take on very easy sod projects. Well, what happened is sod had a way of pushing us into landscaping, and we were not set up for landscaping. We didn't have the types of tools, equipment, trailers, just all the stuff that you need to be able to execute those projects. So fast forward and just to kind of bring you guys up to speed, this year, beginning of the year, I bought a dump trailer, and that's been an absolute blessing. You know that I have a Ford 250. I've done a video on our new truck. So we had some of the basic stuff, to get going in sod, but there was just some types of jobs that we did that I had not intended to do, mainly being installations. I just was not, frankly, I don't really enjoy doing installations. The logistics of getting a hold of different pieces of material, plants, your mulches, and the rocks, just sourcing that from different suppliers, it was just extremely chaotic. To be able to source all this, and you're totally reliant upon suppliers and the delivery people to make sure that the project gets executed as you have promised the client. So that was always very stressful for me this year. It's like in the past where I can just control exactly when a yard is done. This year, branching out, it was just very difficult for me to kind of let go of the reins a little bit and be so reliant upon suppliers and upon other people. So we have made more money this year than we've ever made at Florida Turf Pros. The profit margins are up, but I go back to the original question that I posed to you. It's like, at what point is enough? And guys, I really feel like there is a fine line between settling for less than you're worth, settling for less than you're capable of, and being content. And that's important enough that I want to say it again. So there's a fine line between settling for less than you're capable of and being content. And I think whenever I first started my lawn care business, whenever I was in law enforcement, I probably was settling for less than I was capable of. But I started my business and I hit a lot of the goals that I wanted. And then once everything kind of got settled down with the lawn mowing, it was kind of like, what's that next thing? Well, I feel like I may have pushed a little too far in 2021, and I definitely stretched myself too thin this year. I'm very careful about saying I was depressed or talking about depression, because I just have a new perspective on people who are trying to claw their way out of something that they feel like is very difficult to do. There was a time this year, guys, where I was so burned out that I felt like I was just going through the motions. People would be talking to me. I'm there, but I'm not listening to anything they're saying. It was hard to get happy and hard to get excited about things. And like you would literally try and like find excitement in something. But dude, we hit it so hard that I just tanked. I tanked about halfway through the year. And it took a while to claw out of that. So starting the end of February, we've done a major landscaping project, every week, until this weekend, I think was our last like major project. And again, we still have sod and other projects out on the books. This year in 2021, why it was feel like we were just juggling while the world's on fire around you, I feel like over the last few weeks, I have found some clarity. And I have found something that's going to work for us in the future. We are still going to do sod installations and we're still going to do landscaping projects. But this year, to say that it was a learning curve for me this year, I had so much to figure out with executing these projects. And just like anything else, man, there are certain things that make you a lot of money, and there are certain things that you can go and just spin your wheels on and work your butt off and make a little bit of money. And we figured all that stuff out this year. So the amount of money that we've made this year, is it worth it? Again, we've made more money than we've ever made. And my answer to that right now is no. If I had to do this year over again, I would not have done what we did. I would have done it completely different. I feel like there comes a point, whenever you are, and this is my particular situation, whenever you're the head of the household, and if you find yourself being pulled away from your family and the things that you enjoy doing, the things that I started the business for was time management, and to be able to control my schedule a lot better. I have not done that well this year, and it really took a big toll just on my family here. And guys, this is a video that I'm just kind of shooting from the hip and just kind of spewing it all out right now. But again, I haven't been on YouTube in a really long time, but there's just so much I feel like I need to catch you guys up on. But again, the main thing in this video that I would hope to have a dialogue with the community is at what point, is enough enough? You have all the money you need to pay your bills. You have plenty of money left over. You got IRAs funded stuff. You feel good about where you're at financially. Is killing yourself 6 days a week worth it? To have an extra $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 in your bank account, every single month. I don't know. For you, it may be, but for me in my life, what I did this year will not work for 2022. But again, 2021 was a major learning curve for us. And I do want to end the video on a positive note, saying that there are things that I've figured out in landscaping and sod installations that we're going to be able to attack 2022 a lot more efficiently. And hopefully I can bring some of the efficiencies and stuff that I figured out in lawn mowing and apply that to our landscaping stuff. So again, I'm back on YouTube, guys. I want to get back in the flow of things, but it really has taken me this entire year just to wrap my mind around the landscaping installations, executing those projects, just the logistics of supplying the materials and stuff it's just been a big challenge for me. And again, the last month or so, I feel like I finally got some clarity back. We're hoping to just kind of take on super easy landscape projects and then just coast into October. I know some of you are just freaking out because you're, money all year. And I get that, more power to you, man. But right now, for me and my business, we are going into maintenance mode, if for nothing else, just for my mental health. But let me know down in the comment sections, is there a point where you feel like enough is enough? Like, can you have too much work? Can you have too much, of a good thing, if you will? And for me, absolutely, man. The money that we have made this year, for me, has not been worth the trade-off. But I want to hear you guys' thoughts. So let me know down in the comment section. Hope to be interacting with everybody a lot more over the next few weeks. All right. God bless. I hope everybody's had a fantastic year. And y'all take care. I'll be in touch.